Thank you for joining. And today we are going to discuss about data science overview. I think I already sent a mail for you, those like demo sessions. So that is the complete overview on that. So now our process exactly how to clear our data science course in a simple way. So I'm going to give you in a right path. So step by step we can go. So for each, so there are like we can say we have ecosystem, right? There are so many technologies included in data science. So what exactly meant for and why we are going for each and every technology? Okay. So once we will complete a data science overview, and tomorrow I will give you the plan and like step by step and day by day what we are going to discuss. Okay, so those demos you just have a demo. Okay, this is from today. You just keep these sessions or download from the link and keep it ready, so which will help you a lot. Okay, so that is the thing. So any questions, so I today I'll create one telegram group for us to discuss what are the issues we have. So that is one thing. So first, let me complete the data science overview of what we are going to discuss and how to approach and what are the easy method to clear our interview. Okay, what are the projects we are going to discuss. So once we'll complete, then we can start actual classes. So let's see, data science is extremely superimposed course in this information technology, as you know, guys. So already you know data science is a most emerging technology. So this area may offer you attracting opportunity and career in the data science. Okay, it is not difficult as much as like which you have learned. So many technology you have learned. I think you have great experience in different stream, but it's not difficult to learn data science. So just instead of using knowledge, just we can use a sense that you need to understand techno functional. So even if you are zero experience in mathematics or programming knowledge, it's not a problem. It's not a big deal to clear interview. Okay, so very easy. There's some you need to explore your thoughts and you need to clear the case studies as well. The most important element of your success in the data science career is purely your own interest and motivation to learn all the required stuff need to clear interview. So with implemented strategy. So there are two things you need to focus. If you want to clear your interview, two things you need to focus. One is your passion. Okay. Second, you require motivation. So if you have passion and motivation, the olden days, if you have passion and motivation, that's enough to clear an interview or whatever the course, whatever that, because now we are going to discuss 70 days process. So it's required passion and motivation step by step and day by day, right? So that these the words too, it's olden days. Okay. Now if you want to succeed it, like there are many aspirants are preparing for data science, right? Because it's high package and high reputation training. So then people are focused in irrespective of technology, from sales background, from non-technical background, from database background, ETL background, people are coming into data science. Even they are spending late night also, they are preparing, right? So passion and motivation along with one important element that is called implemented strategy. So if you have implemented strategy for each and every step, what you are learning today, just start implementation. So if you have that passion and motivation with this included this element, then it is very easy to clear your interview. So we don't need to discuss more about this. This is the only ultimate factor to like you can say clear your interview. Okay. If you are new or experienced, You don't know anything about like how to start and where to start, and then how to approach the data science perspective, those things you don't bother about it. Okay, so my course, my course will give you a clear picture and clear path in detailed manner, step by step, and to avoid confusion. Okay, and it will bring a good quality and clarity by understanding of each and every concept. If you follow my instructions, I'm sure, I think I know, I know you guys are, you have waited a lot of time. That is the dedication and passion and motivation. But you have already passion and motivation, but one element you can just add and inject that implemented strategy, then definitely you will be going to clear your data science. Okay, so if you want to become successful data scientist in this fast and emerging technical world, okay, because you know this how fast marketing is going on, how fast market is going on, right? So you need to know a lot of things, both technical and functional, very clearly. Okay, now after data science, I know you are going to stop to learning new technology, right? So this is the ultimate factor, the last element. So, and if you look at all the courses, that is a high qualified, the first rank course is data science. So the efforts you are putting, just its passion and motivation, you can start working on that. Okay, so let's discuss about data science, how the flow. Okay, so as we discuss data, okay, so we are playing with data. Okay, so in data science, in the sense, data and the sense science is a research on the data. So that is a familiar point, right? So the data we have, collection of raw facts, as you say, standard definition, right? So collection of raw facts in the sense, like whatever that you want to get it, that like you could say null values are there, or duplicate data is there, and incorrect data is there. So you want to get the data. So that is, so whatever the information that you have physical, that is called data. And then we have next word, it's a very familiar word, information. The information is nothing but processing of data. Okay, processing of data into a meaningful information. So that is, processing of data is called information. So now we have data science. So what do you mean by exactly data science? Data science is the field of study that combines domain expertise, so what is the domain knowledge, and programming skills, and knowledge of mathematical and statistical, to extract meaningful insight from raw data. So we have raw data is there. So how to like extracting meaningful insights or meaningful information by using programming skills and domain knowledge and your mathematical and statistical knowledge from raw data. Okay, so that is the data science. But there are so many strategies we have. Exactly what data science is. Data science is not a software engineering. It's not a software. Data science is not only creating, so data science we call like sometimes impactful infographics. So that is not data science. Only insights creation is not a data science, and data science is not a scientific approach. It's not a scientific approach, right? So data science is a thing that which encapsulates programming skills, statistical readiness, and visualization techniques, and a lot of business sense. So exactly what it means, which encapsulates your programming skills and statistical information or statistical knowledge and visualization techniques, and also lot of business sense. Whatever the project you are working on, whatever the domain you are working on, whatever the business you are working on, that you need to complete understanding about the project and domain, then only you can implement the data science project. A data science, or you can say a data science, is based on my current understanding or based on my experience, the person who connects dots between the business world and data world. So simply we can say the connecting the dots between the business world, okay, plus data world. Data world means whatever the data you are, okay. So the business world and data world, if you are connecting the points, whatever the knowledge, using your knowledge, like based on your programming skills and technical skills, whatever the stuff you are, you can say communication skills, whatever. So if you are connecting business world and data world, then that is called like data science. Okay, you can say data science world, you can say. So if you are connecting that point, you are the data scientist. Okay. So when we talk about data science, we need to be expert for the following elements. And we have two elements, important elements we have, that you can say one, it will be data mining. Okay. So data mining, which includes data extracting and transforming into meaningful information and loading the data. So what exactly includes in this data mining? Okay. So I'll let you know very clear each and every concept with the practical, but today I want to discuss with you just overview on that. Okay. So extracting, okay, and then transforming, and then we have loading, and then data cleansing, you can say data scrubbing, or finally you can say data cleaning. Once again, sorry. So data cleaning, okay. So you can say cleansing this one, okay. Data profiling. There are so many names, okay. So these all are same words: data cleaning, data scrubbing, and data cleansing, and data profiling. Okay, and also we have data debugging. Okay, so in this data mining concept, these are the things you have, like extracting, transforming, loading, and data cleaning and data debugging. So this is the first step to collect the raw data from the required sources, whatever the source you have. So first get the data, raw data, and transform into a business, like transform the logic and data, first cleaning the data, whatever that raw facts you are getting, just cleaning the data, find out what are the debugs in the data, whether it is incorrect data or correct data, by using some machine learning models. Okay, that I will explain. Okay, so those things, these are the data mining concept is very important. After this step, we have some important elements. Those are, let's see. And second thing, we have data exploration. Okay. So data exploration. So we can write algorithms to start understanding the raw data, and it includes data mining. Very important, this one. Data mining here. Okay. Data mining and data visualization. So data visualization. So it includes data mining to understand the various types of data. So whatever the purpose, okay, wherever you are. So data mining results will give you a meaningful information, and you can say meaningful visualization to create reports for the business clients. Anyway, ultimately we are working for business clients. So whatever the data is coming, by using machine learning models and using some data mining techniques and preparing the data, and and apply one required machine learning model and preparing one data visualization and generating the reports is the process of data science. So the two important elements, data mining and data exploration, are the key points to the data science. So by understanding these two, like you can say data mining and data exploration, the process of data science consists of data mining and data mining and deliverable actionable insights. So whatever that, so when you give the presentation by using dashboards, or you can say Tableau using dashboard, if you are explaining something about like the visualization to a client, so if the client is taking immediate action, or you can say immediate action in the sense it's a business decision, okay, so that will clear understanding about the data science process. Okay, so let me take this one and I'll explain one more important concept here. So let's see here now. So data science consists of some toolkits that you can say some ecosystem we have. So there are, you already familiar with that, right? Like you can say Python. One second. This is the understanding, okay? Python, and then R language, and then we have SQL, structured query language, okay? And then we have big data, okay? And then we have machine learning, and then we have advanced Excel, okay? And then Tableau. So majorly we can use, these are the components in data science. So very important components. You need to explore each and every concept or every technology very clearly. So you need in the ending point, you need to integrate with all these tools. Learning Python or SQL is very simple, but integration, understanding the business point of is, you need to be very clear about each and everything. It's not about technology. Okay, once you understand about the concept by using clean observation, then you are going to play with the data while you are creating dashboards or while you are working in the data science project, you will play with the data. So when you get that much habit, like nature, if you understand each and every technology very like in a confident way, then you are going to hit the data science. So let's talk about like Python. Like already some people have completed Python, so even though just have a look into that like Python overview, like what exactly Python will do. So when we go, so when we talk about Python is, you already know, like Python is a programming language as well as a scripting language, we can say. So we can write Python script for business requirements as a middle layer code. So we can use Python as a middle layer code. Okay. So there are many middle layer codes are there like Java, C++, PSQL, and then Perl script. There are, okay, but Python is also middle layer code. Okay. So this middle layer code, in the sense, it will it has a bridge between front end and back end. So whatever the back end databases or file system we have, whatever the front, you can take dashboard and those things. So it will integrate or it will connect that bridge that you by using Python. So Python, compared to all the flexible middle layer code, Python is very comfortable language to integrate each and every technology. So if you are working on Hadoop, artificial intelligence, machine learning, whatever, so Python is very flexible as we discussed in the previous, like in earlier classes. I think you are very familiar. So it can be used for all the legacy technologies for solving the complex business requirements in the short span of time. So if one issue is getting in any technology, like you can say C++, Java, whatever, automation, you can say Selenium, wherever so Python will solve a complex issue within the short span of time. So that's how Python becomes more like more trendy now, and then it is booming a great asset. It's for the company, it's a great asset because of Python is open source. As you discussed, Python is open source and very flexible and easy and simple language. Okay, so this is the first point. You need to be strong in Python. Okay, it's very important. You should be very strong in Python. Then when we talk about R language, so when we talk about R language, so this R language can be used for statistical analysis. So statistics are very important in data science perspective. Okay, you can say, so statistics. So this R language only defined for statistics with a newly implemented strategy. So I'm always talking about implemented strategy means learning, just implement. Just learning, don't keep quiet. Okay, just learning and then implement first whether it is correct or not. Okay, R language is a great for exploring the data and running algorithms on different by using different parameters. So we have some machine learning models are there. So there are some algorithms are there. This R language will help you to run this R language on the statistical and by using different parameters. Like you can say age or you can say age, name, gender, whatever. So different parameters. If you want to run machine learning models, then R language is very flexible. So the above statement makes R language is great for data science. So it is used to identify the key feature as well as a good exposure for machine learning algorithms with the required parameters. So I'm talking about like each and every thing. Parameters means different time, different sectors. Is like you can say different location. If you have one program for the location, so you can pass Hyderabad and then Bangalore as a parameter and build on and understanding the model and bring the statistics. So which help you. This R language will help you to work with the machine learning models. So R language is also it's very mandatory to understand basic statistics and what is happening in that. Okay, mean, median, okay, standard deviation. Okay, there are some other concepts we have which we are going to discuss. And then we have SQL. Okay, so I think some people know already SQL, right? So SQL we can say it stands for structured query language. Okay, so this help you to retrieve the data, whether it is a database or file system. You can extract the data by using select statements. Okay, so to extract the data. So without SQL knowledge, then you are not going to bring the data into a dashboard instance, or you can say a dashboard instance by using Tableau. Tableau will have SQL connectivity and to bring the database. So from the database. So it is very important. So SQL means we can talk about Oracle SQL, PL SQL. Sorry, you can say what you can say MySQL. Okay, whatever that SQL is common syntax for everything. For every technology, you can say MySQL or you can say SQL Server. Okay, whatever Oracle SQL, but SQL stuff is mandatory to understand. Same concepts are there, little syntax differences are there. So but SQL is very mandatory to understand. So whatever I'm talking about, these are the mandatory concepts only. Okay, So this will help you to, by using select statement, you are just writing query on the database and bring the data into instance. But we have now, there is one more, so I'll let you know. After that you can I'll give you one point here. So we have big data, right? You can say Hadoop. So let's see exactly. I'll give you, when we are discussing about big data classes, and I'll give you keen architecture about that. Okay, how that how map reducer will work, how job tracker will work, how replica factor will be generated, and then how it will, if you have if disk fails, on how master node will get the automatical rectification. Those things we have will discuss in the big data classes. The name itself, big data, it's not like big data and Hadoop is very similar, but big data is like the name represents. Big data is collection of huge data. to handle to handle big data we use Hadoop. Okay, so to handle big data we use Hadoop. So make sure that statement, if someone asks, you can explain that point. So to handle big data we can use Hadoop. So Hadoop is now, it's a ecosystem. So Hadoop ecosystem is there. Okay. So Hadoop ecosystem means it's integrated with 8 to 9 technologies are there. Okay. So Hadoop is an ecosystem to handle big data. It is not a database. It is a file system that is called HDFS. Okay. Hadoop distributed file system. So how all the databases, like you can say Oracle, and you can say Teradata, and Informix, Netezza, DB2, and there are so many databases are there. So how these are working on a parallel system. So it is giving the data to the disk as a parallel and retrieving the data from the disk at one time through parallel. So that is called Hadoop distributed file system. That distributed mechanism also as a parallel mechanism instead of sequential mechanism. So that's why we are calling Hadoop distributed file system. It's not a database, so we can have unlimited storage in the Hadoop in the Hadoop. Okay, so previous database, you can say it is up to TBs and GBs only, but it is unlimited storage. That it handle structured and semi-structured. The data is very clearly. Okay, so that I will explain how, what is the semi-structured data, what is the unstructured data, what is the structured data. So I will explain in those scenario. Okay, so the ecosystem consists of many tools like Hive. Okay, you can say Hive. Okay, then HBase, then Pig script. Okay, then Spark SQL, and you can say Spark, and you can say Scala also, but Scala will be working on Java, we don't require. So Spark SQL. Okay, and you can say map reducer. Okay, and then we have Scoop. Okay, and then we have Flume. There are so many. Okay, and then OG. Okay, and then Apache. So you don't require all the things, but which are required for data science, that I will explain. But I will introduce all the concepts for you as well. Okay, so it can be very flexible to handle various types of data. The data, in the sense, we have different types of data. That is called, you can say, it's very important to understand. Okay, structured data. Okay, and then semi-structured data, and then we have unstructured data. Okay, so same structured data means it is in the form of rows and columns, like how we have databases, we have Oracle, Teradata, and those things, right? Those are table format, those are called structured data. So in big data, okay, or in Hadoop, the structured data will handle by HBase. If you speak If you talk about HBase will store in the form of rows and columns how other databases are there. Semi-structured data means it is an XML format, PDF format, those things, right? So those are called XML, like you can say semi-structured data. Unstructured data means data in the sense like video, audio, those are called unstructured data. So this big data platform will be very flexible for Python to integrate, to understand, to analyze, so to analyze on to make the business decisions on unstructured data is flexible by using middle layer code Python. So we can have unlimited storage mechanism as well. It's not a database, it's called a file system. So if somebody asks like a big data is a database, no, it's unlimited storage, it's a distributed file system. So Python is very flexible to handle unstructured data. So we can discuss with an architecture. Okay, we can discuss with Hadoop architecture, like you can say using by some big data concepts. Okay, with each and every point what we have components are there in architecture, how it is replicating, so that when we discuss about big data classes, I will explain those things. Okay, now when we go for important topic, that is machine learning, right? So machine learning, so the name, so the people somewhat like feel some fear about by listening machine learning. So it is not, so the model which are uh, like algorithms, it's very easy, but understanding the data and building the model is very complex. Okay, under learning machine learning is very simple, but if you want to build your own model, then when the project, then you need to understand, you need to very familiar, and you, so when you are in a position to play with the data, then you are going to write the algorithms. So for successful machine learning journey, it's necessary to choose an appropriate coding scripts right from the beginning. When you start machine learning, they, you can write Java for machine learning, you can write C++, somewhere some extent you can write Perl script, Unix script, whatever. But when the from the beginning of the starting machine learning, you need to choose one appropriate coding programming language, or you can say coding script right from the beginning means. So the Python is very flexible for machine learning. So instead of spending valuable efforts and time on unnecessary things, focus on Elite, which is Python, which is very helpful. Okay, strictly and blindly you can follow Python with machine learning. That will clear your all the doubts. Okay, it will create positive vibration while you are working on machine learning models. So Python is perfect choice for beginning to make your focus on in order to jump into the field of machine learning and data science. When you are entering into the machine learning and data science perspective, Python is perfect choice to work on it. Okay. So in further classes, we are going to discuss about machine learning in detailed manner very clearly. So, and the two important concepts we are going to start there, that is called supervised learning. Okay, and then we can say unsupervised learning. So these two important topics we have in machine learning. Under this, we have all the machine learning models we have. So supervised learning means then it's developed and the prediction. So to do the prediction based on the data, so to build a prediction model, I'm talking about machine learning model. So supervised learning means to generate one predictive model based on both input and output data. What you have, what you are going to generate output. So compare with that and broad mind and build one model, and under the supervised learning, so we are building the models by understanding input and output data. When you talk about unsupervised learning, by using only input data, what you have, you build a model there. So what you have, you build the model, you don't think about the output, just build the model. That is called supervised learning. Okay, so it is a group and interpret the data based on only input data, that is called unsupervised learning. Okay, so when you talk about supervised learning, in the supervised learning we have classification, regression analysis, classification, statistics, and those things. When you talk about unsupervised learning, we have clustering mechanism, how the clusters will work, what will happen if the cluster stuck, and if clusters sometimes work delay and it will not retrieve the data, what will happen. So those scenarios we are going to discuss about in machine learning model. To understand about to to understand about those elements, we need to grasp following the information. So when you talk about machine learning, we need to understand few points to, if you want to become an expert in machine learning. So no, it's a ocean, right? Nobody knows all things. Whatever you are, that should be perfect. Okay, so you need to understand data collection. Okay, and you need to understand, as we discussed, data scrubbing. Okay, and then you need to understand data sorting. Okay, and then you need to understand data analysis. Okay, and then very important, and develop an algorithm. Okay, then validate the algorithm. Okay, and finally utilize that algorithm, apply the like you can say, apply the algorithm. Okay, so if you have perfect understanding about data collection, data scrubbing, data sorting, and data analysis, developing the algorithm, validating the algorithm, apply the like you can say algorithm on the data which you collected, right? So that if you are very familiar this concept, then machine learning is very easy for you. Okay, so under this, so I am just taking screenshot and then we'll see. So just today I am giving you that overview on that. Okay. From tomorrow I can schedule each and every topic very clearly. Okay. So you need to understand exactly what data science will help you. Okay. So now, so now see here. So when you talk about machine learning, okay. So there are some models will be there. Okay. Already proven models are there. So all the companies are working on whatever the APIs you are building. So we are using the same models which already built by some experts. Okay, those models are, we can say, the models you can say like which we are regularly we are using decision trees. Okay, so decision trees, and then we have so Navi base. Okay, classification, classifier. You can say classifier. Okay, and then we have KNN model. Okay, KNN model in the sense K then nearest. Okay, so nearest neighbor. Okay, whatever. So this is called like KNN model. Okay, then we have linear regression. Okay, and then we have correlation. There are some models are there like one second. Regression, correlation, and square, size ratio, hypothesis test. There are so many things are there in machine learning, which we are going to discuss in machine learning concepts. So we can discuss one by one. to understand complex way of in machine learning subject which we are going to discuss. So we need to discuss about main data analysis libraries. So when you want to become expert in data science, so you need to become expert in few libraries. Okay, those we have NumPy. So we know just introduction NumPy, but we need to understand very clearly now. Okay, pandas, you can say, matplotlib. Okay, and then we have scipy. Okay, so there are some other models, we can say ipython, and then say interactive python, and then we have scikit-learn. Okay, you can say. So there are some other models are there, like libraries are there, which will help you to understand about machine learning. Okay, so that is about machine learning overview. So we can introduce each and every concept when we are discuss about machine learning. And then we have, then one more point, we have advanced Excel. Okay, so why this advanced Excel is very important means, so if you want to generate reports immediately to the client when the discussions is going on, that when the discussions are going on to the client on the call, so this Excel will help you to pick the data. For example, I have 20 lakhs data in one file, and I have another 10 lakhs data in one file. I want to compare, like some match data are there. Okay, so how, one second, sorry. So some match data is there. So match data means I want to get match data only. So there are 2 lakhs records are matching, I want to bring that. So you can't do all like Python or language, SQL, big data, those things. So using advanced SQL, so we can do VLOOKUP, right, immediately. Okay, so VLOOKUP, whatever the data we have, it's compare the data from the so many files and bring the accurate data. So not only VLOOKUP, so it will helpful to work immediately to generate the report. So for the calculations, for the macros and graph designs and those things, it will help. It will help to generate quick results by using advanced Excel. So it's very important also. And then finally we have Tableau, right? So there are so many reporting tools are there. Okay, like Tableau. So there are so many tools are there, like Tableau, or you can say ClickView, and then MSBI. Okay, some tools are there, Data Stage. Okay, so there are some, but why this Tableau means, Tableau is very flexible and it is very interactive, and user friendly, is very easy to create the dashboards, and it will connect directly to the database in within the 2 to 3, like you can say within, without any burden, without any pain, it will connect all the database. So that generating the dashboards are very important to for the Tableau. So this is the visualization, the ultimate factor. Okay, finally what you have to show the data which you have applied for machine learning. From the files you bring the data into. Okay, I'll show you that one. So this will be data, you can see creating dashboards. So creating dashboards. So dashboards, why you have to create dashboards? Whatever you have applied the data, that should, you, when you want to present the data to the client. Okay, by using, like you can see, if you're online or if you're connecting, then you have to show in the dashboard application like how the data is replica. Okay, for example, the first step what you need to do here, first you need to get, there will be a raw data. Okay, from the raw data you need to bring, you need to do profiling, or you need to get the accurate data. Okay, accurate data, you can say data cleaning. So after data cleaning, what you need to do? Okay, so after data cleaning, you need to load into a database. Okay, so from the database, what you need to do? So you need to write the script, or you can say SQL scripts. Okay, SQL queries. From the SQL, what first you need to do? Database, right? So while loading the data cleaning, after that you need to apply the machine learning model. Okay, apply a machine learning model on accurate data. So then load the data. Okay, so loading the data into database, loading data, then retrieving the data whenever you want, or you can say extracting the data using SQL something. Okay, or you can say if it is a big data, then we can use Hive SQL extracting. Okay, and then Python, you can say you can write anywhere in Python. It's a middle layer to connect with database and dashboard. You can also use, and SQL also you can use some queries also use, but better you can use Python to integrate and backend and front end, you can say. Okay, front and backend, and then now dashboard. So dashboard is, you can say. So now what is happening? Collecting the raw data and clean the data and apply the machine learning model and get the perfect data and loading into the database and get the we can say extract the data from the database or Hadoop or file system, and using Python and the dashboard. So bring the data into a dashboard and show to the client. This is the process you need to work on. So whatever we are learning the data science, from the starting raw data to and generating the report or creating the dashboard is the final point. Okay, so this tableau will help you to show the data. So ultimate is, if the dashboard is not clear, then the whole business is impact. So you need to be very careful applying the creating the dashboard. So if something goes wrong anywhere on the dashboard, you will get incorrect result only. Okay, that is the ultimate procedure we need to understand. Okay, so now when we talk about projects, right? So I'll just one second, this one I'm taking a screenshot and I'll let you know those things also. Oh, sorry, one second. So now let's see, one second. This is not coming. One second. So I'll use one more tool also because I'm just creating that one. So let's see here. Okay. So till now we have seen just overview on that all the technical stuff which we are going to learn. When we talk about projects, okay. So this project one is related to healthcare. Okay, 3 projects are mandatory because you need to put in your resume also, right? So healthcare project. Okay, I will give you the name of the company when we are discussing about project that is very confidential, right? So that's what I'll let you know the time as names as well. So banking project, which is in very important, okay, for the fund analysis. And then e-commerce project. So e-commerce project we have, and recently I have done one more project, agriculture project, which is trending now. Okay, agriculture project as well. So still it's pending to complete the models. So agriculture project by end of our training, like before getting project class, I will complete this also. So if you want, I can give you 4. Okay. So but make sure all the concepts clear, and we'll start projects one by one very clearly by your own. Okay, your own stuff. So that don't worry about the project and those things. Okay. So that is, and during the data science interview, the interviewer will ask some questions with a wide range of topics requiring both, like you can say, strong technical knowledge, domain knowledge about project, and solid communications from the interview from you, right? So he is expecting from you solid communication skills, domain knowledge. When talking about like healthcare, banking, e-commerce, complete understanding. It's not like few concepts and learn and explain. It's not like that. Okay. So he will ask strong technical knowledge, and you need to understand like domain knowledge, and then solid communication skills. If you want, you can write it. Very important. 3 things. If you are familiar, then you are going to clear your interview. First, strong technical knowledge. Okay. And then we have, so technical knowledge anyway we are learning. So then domain knowledge. Okay. So when I am explaining about project, you need to invest a lot of time to understand. For example, if you take um, healthcare, so what is an insurance? Okay, what is how insurance will work? What are how you have to claim your medical insurance? Okay, and who is, what is the policy? What is subscriber? Okay, so these are the things you need. I can explain, but you need to understand more as well. When we are talking about bank project, what is repo rate? Okay, how banks are fluctuating, if some RBI policies are changing, how it is replicating. So you need to understand some stuff. When you talk about e-commerce, what is purchasing order? Okay, what is inventory? What is general ledger? What is account payable? Okay, what is order management? Like how you can apply order management? What is CRM, customer relationship management? So and then when you talk about agriculture, okay, so what is the machinery? Okay, what is the fertilizers project? You talk into fertilizers, what are the fertilizers, or how it is harmful to the land, and what are the like in say different types of lands. Okay, so you need proper understanding about the domain knowledge. Okay, then solid communication skills as well. So So be cool and explain clearly, not hurry burry on those things. So he has to listen your project very clearly. It's not like completing the project in 10 to 15 minutes. It is not possible. So the measure this thing, and then one important thing will be case study. Okay, case study is very important. One or two definitely they will give case studies. These case studies, if you clear about case studies, then only you are going to clear your interview. So it's very important point. For example, how the case study will work. For example, you take one temple. Okay, just I'm giving you temple, or whatever, you take one hospital. Okay, so you can understand they will give some data. Okay, so in this, by in that Excel or some data is there, right? So they will give some data. The data will be, you can understand how many people are visiting per day. Okay, how many people are visiting per day, and then how many people are coming from different states, and how many people are coming from by walk, by vehicle, by whatever. Okay, by train, by bus, and how many people are staying nearby temple. Okay, by in hotels are there, and what is the famous in the temple, and how, what are the age people are coming into the temple. Okay, like you can say middle age, or you can say like you can say like below 14, or those things. So you can find out the age. Okay, and how many people are coming from, how many kilometers people are coming from there. Okay, so those things if you observe, like how many people are eating in the temple or outside food are they taking. So if you understand the raw data, you can find out the results by applying the machine learning models and those things, and just generate one result just because of believing the god. People are coming from across India and hotels are not sufficient, food is not quality, okay, and below 14 years people are also coming, okay. So if you generate one report to the client or some customer, he will take care action about it, okay. He will, if you say hotels are not sufficient, they will generate the report, please to the government, or then increase the hotels, okay. And where it's a train journey, if the people are coming more through train, then they will start some more trains, extra trains. So these are the generating the report, the real world examples. They will give one case study. So you need to understand, you need to apply your whole Python or language, okay, and just not like technical, and just explain them how you utilize that, okay. So when you talk about hospital, okay. So if you talk about hospital, now they will give some raw data, like last 5 years of data they will give. So you need to find out what is the special for speciality for in that hospital, how many doctors are there, how many nurses are there, and how much equipments are there, okay, and how much capacity is there, how many patients are attended on daily basis, okay, and then what are the diseases they have, okay, and what problem they have, and what age people have getting more problem, okay. And this like this, so they are how many people are utilizing ambulance from our hospital, okay, how many people are rich or poor, okay, how like gender, based on how many people are female or male. So if you generate one output, one, so finally what you will identify. So because of cardio issues, people are coming. So if you generate that report to the doctors and high level management, they will introduce new machinery, new machines. Okay, they will increase the doctors on cardio system. They will add some more features to the patients. So this generate, you need to identify. So that like that you need to build case study. So the last point, case study is the your success mantra. So your statistics, programming skills, data modeling skills will be the success mantra in your data science career. So preparing is a key to success when you are pursuing the career in data science, okay, and including the interview process. When you start data science, start preparing for interview as well from the day one. So what analysis, start step by step, okay. So in my training I will definitely give you this much information, okay, but whatever you have doubts, and I will give you best solution so to clear a confusion in each and every strategy. So preparing for an interview is not like other technology. You don't prepare interview for like other technology. It's a significant element to make the best career in data science. So this is a very important element to change your career into data science. So there is uncertainty regarding the data science interview process in the current trending. So in the current generation, there is uncertainty. There is no proper plan of action regarding the data science interview process in the current trend, how to clear interview, how they are approaching, and what is the interview flow, those things, and what they are asking on those things. So there is no clarity on that. So no matter how much you have experience and what data science certificate you have, you see, do two things. Don't care like they won't care about your experience. They won't care about your certificate. An interview can throw some questions in front of you in the interview panel, which you didn't expect. That you need to clear your answers. You need to explore your answer by using your broad mind to explain. So then only success in the data science interview success will happen if you use your sense of mind. So by heart and those things will not work definitely. If you are that mindset, please drop from interview the data science coaching. So you need to understand your own mind integrate, because they are giving you more than 20 lakhs definitely. So think about how much maturity level you require. So don't think like question to answer, and apply the statistics and machine learning models and bring the perfect and meaningful information to the dashboard and provide the report to the client. So this is the process we have. Okay, this is the data science overview about what we are going to discuss. But in my training, what I am trying to do, just give 1 second. One second. So now, but in our training, so what I have just I'm planning to give you. Okay, 1 second, just I will, because I am using one more tool also to get these things. This paint is not flexible to discuss, so I'm going to take one more tool that I will explain within 2 to 3 days. So now in my training, I'm going to discuss one second. Getting Okay, so here I'm just 1 second. So I'm going to provide test material. Okay, don't need to prepare. Okay, then you will get, you can say what you can say, interview booklet. Okay, interview questions booklet as well. Questions booklet. Okay, but by end up now I'm implementing one strategy. Okay, that is like LMS. Okay, that is learning management system. Okay, and then 100 online tests. Okay, we have data science. Okay, support group which I plan. Okay, because this is specially for us batch wise. I'm not going to include everyone, so it's our batch only. So data science support, and then I'm giving you 3 projects. Okay, with architecture as well. Okay, then resume preparation for everyone. Okay, so by experts. Okay, IIT experts are there, right? So you can say through late experts. So my professors are there, so those things I will be, I don't want to include the names. Okay, so and interview process also, mock interviews. So mock interview process, it's very important. These are the methods I'm going to give our training. So and these sessions also you can you can download it and keep reference for that. Okay guys, so this our training will be from tomorrow. By today evening I'll give you the detailed plan about how we are going to approach. This is the same time we are going to discuss, because if you want we can extend 10 to 15 minutes. So that's why I have selected this time also, because we have already previous batches 6 to 7 and 5 to 6, those batches are there. So I don't want to complete those things. So within 1 hour we can't fulfill sometimes, right? So if you want to extend, this is a time for us. Okay guys, so if you have any issues, you ping me personally in my WhatsApp today. Whatever you have queries, we can clear. And one more thing, please attend. This is very important batch. I am also taking as a challenge for this batch. Please join daily and attend. If you are not attending, or all the people spirit will goes in different way. So please attend, try to attend and learn, and we can explore. Okay, I can help you more than which I have cleared. So out of this, I can help you more as well. Okay, guys. So if you have any issues, please ping me in my WhatsApp. We can discuss and we can close those discussions. We can start from tomorrow. Okay. So thank you very much, guys. So we can see tomorrow class. Thank you and have a nice day.